Subscribe to Cooking and Travel by Dr. Papure Borua and press on the bell icon for all notifications.
Let me show you how we go about cutting the elephant apple or otenga. This is the way you slit it across,
And this is how it looks. Turn it over and just cut off the top portion.
and this is the way you go about. Okay, then you take out the central portion like this. Okay, you remove it this way. I would also like to tell you that this part, which is the discarded part, can actually be used to clear off all the dandruff in your hair and have nice and silky hair. You can, the gum from here, this part of the otenga is really beneficial if you really want to use it in your hair. And this is the way you take it out. The internal part, this soft internal part is what will go to make my tangy dal curry. So you just scrape it off there. Just tear off the cover there, and just this internal part, clear off everything, and we're going to use it. Next thing, you really need to smash it this way with something that's a stone or something like this, and then this is the way it will go into the dal. This is a banana flour. First of all, let me show you how we're going to tear apart the outer leaves of this banana flour. At first, we need to chop away the front part of the banana flour and then slowly tear apart the outer leaves and come till we come to the soft inner part, because we're not going to use these outer parts there. So like this, one by one, we'll just take out all the outer layers of the banana flour. We can, this particular you have this part of the banana flour also can be used. I'll show you how we can use it and how we can make wonderful fritters out of this part of the banana flour. So slowly we can take it out like this till we come to the soft inner part, which actually will be used when we are making the chicken in banana flour. So this way, I think till here it's fine. Yes, because we have this one more layer, and then we will have the soft inner part. This entire thing will be going into the cooking of the banana flour. But what we have done is that we have also cut out the front portion. As you can see, this front portion is cut out, chopped out, and we are now going to just keep it like this in the perpendicular position for 10 minutes or so, and we'll have some watery milky part coming out from the banana flour, which has to be out, and after that only we can do the cooking. This is the only milky part that was out from this particular banana flour. So I guess this was cut some time back. So now we're going to show you how we are going to cut it so that we can use it for the chicken recipe. So this is the way it goes. You need to slit apart through the middle, and then this is how it looks there, the banana flour. And then we are going to cut it, chop it down into fine pieces so that it melts and merges with the chicken when it is cooked. So we need to make it as thin and small pieces as possible. So this is how it goes. This way we are going to chop down the entire the whole banana flour. End of the banana flour, around this part you're going to get something like this, because this here we need to take it out, this part right? Because it's going to otherwise stick onto your teeth when you really try to eat it. So we have to bring it out like this. We pull it out and then throw it away, and we so that it becomes a very smooth mixture there. We do not have these sticking onto our teeth when we eat it. So this part needs to be taken out towards, as we cut from the first till we come to the end, this part we need to take these off before we go about. Another thing, we also need to take out this part while cutting, the tough part there, right to the middle of the banana flower. So in a way, we are trying to just keep in only the soft part of the banana flower and use it. Good. Just wanted to give you some more information about what type of banana flowers you need to use, because all banana flowers are not good enough for this recipe. In fact, the tastiest is what we call bhim kol or bhim banana in Assam. And in fact, we also get some banana flowers from the hilly areas. That particular banana flower is also very tasty when we cook it with chicken there. And in fact, we call it athia kol in Assamese. We can also make it with the other banana flowers, but it will be more tastier. That's what I want to say about it. So this is the amount of the banana flour that we got after cutting on big banana flour. And now the next step is to take some salt and then try to squeeze out all the water from the salt. Now we are just going to mash it together, properly mix up the salt with the banana flour. It might be a little sticky. No problem, you can wear gloves if you want. But there's, you can just have to wash it off and it'll be out. But for now, we're going to mash out and squeeze out. Try to squeeze out all the water that will come out once we mix the banana flour with the salt. I guess it needs a little bit of strength on your part. But okay, this is the way you mash it for say 3-4 minutes. And slowly you'll see that water will come out from the banana flour mixture. It's a real pleasure to introduce before you some garden fresh onions that we got from our rooftop garden. So this is just a small portion of it. And now we're just going to select say 1 and 2. That will be enough for our recipe today. See, we have a lot of water that's come out from the banana flour after squeezing it for almost, mashing it with the salt for almost 3-4 minutes. So we have to squeeze out all the water and keep it separately. You can see that the amount has reduced a lot after mixing it with salt and taking out the water. Now after this, we are going to run it through running water and then in a way wash it and again squeeze them into balls of this size, and of course we're going to break it off and use it in our chicken recipe. See, we have so much of water out from the banana flour. Now one more thing why we really need to wash it is that we have put a lot of salt here, and it's really going to affect the amount of salt that we'll put in the recipe, and therefore once we wash it off we'll have a neutral. This is something I wanted to show you today. This is a banana stem, what we call posola in Assamese. And today I'm going to show you a very unique dish that we made from this banana stem. And while I'm showing you this, I just wanted to tell you, I'll start from the beginning, that is from the way you cut it, so that you can actually make it in your house. Okay, so I just took a part that is necessary, the amount that I will need to make my curry, and it comes out to be such a yummy dish, so I thought I should share it with you all. And in fact, it is one of the most popular Assamese dishes available. So this is the way you go on cutting it. while she's doing the cutting, I'll tell you some of the benefits of this banana shoot there. First of all, it's a very rich source of potassium, vitamin B6, a lot of fiber. So if anybody is interested in losing weight, he or she can very well go for this, because it gives a feeling of, being full once you eat it, and you do not feel like eating and eating. Right. It also helps in kidney stone removal, all the UTI problems that one has, or say lowering the blood pressure and cholesterol, and of course also a very good source of digestion. So this way we are cutting it. First of all, we are taking out layers and layers by layer, and then of course chopping them as small as possible. This way we'll repeat for each of the leaves there, each of the layers from the banana shoot. Okay, this is the way you remove it. Okay, and you cut it. It takes a little time, but the end result will be good, because it's one of the most delicious recipes that we come across, and people in Assam love it. And in fact, you can have it like a vegetarian as well as a non-vegetarian dish. In fact, there's a particular dish called a chicken posola, or we call chicken in banana stem. So today, however, I'll be just showing you the vegetarian part of it. We're just cooking this one with a minimal of spices to come across, or in fact to have in our hands, one of the most delicious recipes ever. This is the the size that you have to chop it in. We get the whole thing done now. Please take care that you have to get the most tender part of the banana stem, because that is how, otherwise it will be very, very too much of fiber there, and then you'll not love the dish. It will get stuck to your teeth and all whatever. But here, when we are talking about having posola curry, we always prefer to have the tender part of the banana stem. So this is done. This is how much we have from that particular banana stem that we have made. And here this amount, just a little, on lesser than 1/4 teaspoon of soda bicarb goes in, and then we'll put in some salt also, and say 1 and almost 2 teaspoons, and now we're going to mash it. Now this has to be mashed together in a way. Try to squeeze out all the water that is inside. It'll take some time, say around 4 or 5 minutes there. So you're going to really squeeze it with all your might, and then of course take out all the water that is inside this banana stem. So you can see how much water has come out, and this way we have to squeeze out all the water and keep it, and then wash it under running water. Just once a wash will be fine, because there's nothing dirty or no dust particles that will be there. It's the inside portion of the banana stem. See, so much of water has come out, and this is the way it looks now. So we'll give it a wash now. So this is how it looks after being cleaned up, and we are now ready. Water has come out, and this is the way it looks now. So we'll give it a wash now. So this is how it looks after being cleaned up, and we are now ready to make the posola curry. From there, this is known as mani muni in Assamese and Asian pennyworth in the English language. This is how it looks after it's plucked off, and then we have to cook the mani muni along with the roots as well as the leaves. And I'm going to show you the entire process of how we make this nutritional dish along with the fish. Now we need to take care to really wash the entire the roots and the leaves properly. There should be no remains of the dust or any other dust particles or any other dirt there. So we need to take care to really wash all the roots properly first under running water. Now we are taking so much of care to do this and trying to use this in our food, because this particular green leafy vegetable is in fact a medicinal plant. It is also known as guttu kola, and it can cure Alzheimer's disease. It takes good care of your skin.
it boosts your circulation and also prevents stomach ulcers. In fact, it can be an antidepressant drug also. So that way, this is one particular one particular plant that can really not only ease all many problems in your health system, in your body system, but also is really yummy to eat when we serve it, when we cook it with a particular type of fish. Now I'm going to show you that particular fish, and we'll start cooking this particular dish in a yummy manner, so simple, and you'll really enjoy the entire process.
The entire process might seem very long, but it's worth it. After washing it under running water, and when we feel all the dirt is gone, we soak it again in a bowl of water and try to find out, or try to just remove any other trace of any dirt, anything remaining apart from green leafy vegetable and the roots, because we are concentrating on the roots. Therefore, see, now this particular water is almost clear, so one more wash and our mani muni will be ready to be served, or ready to be cooked, in fact. Now that's perfectly clean. Now we can see the water there. Here the water is also clean, and these roots are perfectly clean without a trace of dirt there. And this entire thing will now go into cooking. Now what are we going to do? We're just going to put the entire thing with a little bit of water and give it a whisk in the mixie. And now after that we need to strain the mixture and just use the water or the juice once we strain it, we use the juice to make the dish. After a whisk in the mixie, this is how the mixture looks there. We're going to strain it down now and then use this beautiful green colored juice to make our curry.